Yo, so today I'm going to talk about my recent film called The Chase. Kind of get behind the scenes and I answer some questions about how I did things. Alright, conventions and all that. What's the vibe? So, I decided I'm going to stick at the classic action stuff. Fast cuts, suspense, chase scenes, all that. But I didn't want it to feel like every other action movie. Those cheap ones. So I decided to switch it up a little bit. Instead of your typical action hero, I wanted somebody that's not always seen in the role, like a younger, more relatable person. I also tried to have different kind of strengths. In most action movies, it's usually physical strength that you see. But in my movie, my crew, my team, decided that mental strength would be the one that would, be on top in this movie. And those aren't really the groups, the kinds of people that get representation in action movies. But this will bring some realness and representation to people like that don't really get representation in action movies. Okay, audience and how I'm gonna distribute it. How did I keep everybody locked in? Well, first of all, audience that I have in the film. People that love thrill, action lovers, people that go, watch an action movie at the movie theater on a Tuesday night. So I just knew the first few seconds had to hit. I made the opening scene tense right away. No slow build up, and I used sound to really get the audience hooked right away. It's an action movie. I can't have a slow build up and people are gonna click off, walk away, and dislike it. So I just had to do that. And if I had to drop it for real, I would drop it on YouTube, along with post teasers and some clips on Instagram and TikTok. And if I had to go big, I'd do Netflix and maybe a streaming service like Hulu or a free streaming service like Tubi. Well, what did I learn during all this filming and planning and everything for this film? I learned a lot. I learned how to shoot movement with intense car chase scenes, which is not easy. How to frame action and build tension. Also, making all these clips look clean and like it's professional. A car chase action movie isn't really that easy to film. I was one of the only ones that was filming, so it was pretty hard to get a very intense car chase scene with just one person. But that was really helpful by making the car chase scenes seem more intense than they actually were. In reality, the cars weren't going all that fast. However, with simple camera techniques, you could easily be deceiving and make these cars go so much faster than they actually are. Okay, what gear did I use? Well, I filmed them for iPhone. It was pretty easy. Handy, always have it on me, small, lightweight, and it had 4K quality, which is pretty good for an iPhone. Also, I edited on CapCut. Simple, free, and it's easy to edit on. YouTube also helped me a lot. Like, seriously, I learned so much editing techniques and it made CapCut seem like a paid software, which how much I just learned from editing on YouTube. It just made the film a whole lot better. I also grabbed sounds from online libraries, backed everything up on Google Drive, which made it easy and simple to really grab the clips that I had. And the sounds that I used really made it pop out more like an action film. Intense music, intense sounds, car engine sounds, make the car seem louder than they actually are. And all these come together to make a great, great, great car chase. And that's pretty much it. You know, this was a great, great production timeline. Really enjoyed producing this. It was fun along the way. I grew and learned a lot of new things when I was making this. Editing, filming, maybe even acting and team bonding skills too. Had to work with the cast and my crew, same thing. But I had to make everything work, be on time with everything, plan on a lot of things. But in the end, it all came out. I really do like how it came out. I like the film, the 2-minute film, and everything just came out well. That's it.